Alright guys, I'm going to do a video on cooking what you got. Got some things in the refrigerator. They're about to go bad, so might as well try to make a dinner out of it. Now this isn't your typical dinner. This is just something that we had onions that were getting old. Carrots, I didn't want to go to waste. The red potatoes, they're getting older. And the sofrito, try to use that. And I'm gonna make it with the Cracker Barrel. But this, I'm gonna do Spanish style, Cracker Barrel, and then I got some pork chops. Now what I'm gonna do is I'll use some achote oil in here, just a little bit. This is what I'm gonna do with my vegetables. All right, and let that get warmed up. And then I'm going to add my vegetables. Now again, this is just the way I like to prepare these vegetables. This isn't a certain way. Here's some sofrito, the red one that you normally use with the... Remember, it has cilantro and achote. That's the red one. Sometimes in breakfast, when I make breakfast with eggs, which I'll do a video... when I make it with potatoes and onions and peppers, I'll add this seasoning to it. And sometimes I'll add the seasoning to the egg too. Right now, I'm only going to put one packet. And then I'm going to, with all that vegetable, I'm going to see if one packet is good enough. But if you ever put that and you make breakfast on your potatoes, onions, and peppers, oh, I promise you, it's like a Latin breakfast. So let's get this to warm up and... we'll go from there. Alrighty now. I'm gonna add my 3 vegetables. I'm not adding the sofrito yet because I want to get this takes longer to cook than the sofrito. I don't want to shrivel it up. And as you can see, everything's turning that red. Whew, that sucker's hot. I need something for my hand. I'm gonna put a lid on it too because I'm not steaming it, but I do want the steam. Keep it on low to get all that, and I might have to add another packet of sazon because I cut these in big chunks. And again, you can use the same directions that I'm using here if you're cooking potato, onions, and peppers for breakfast. And you can even, you know, if you can put it on your eggs. I mean, you can put the sazon on basically everything, and it gives it that flavor. So as I let this cook and absorb the seasoning, and I'm cooking this first because this is what's going to take longer than anything. I might add just a little bit more oil to it, and you can use regular oil. You don't have to use the achote, but the achote has that pepper and sweet flavoring to it. And I'm going to bring down the temperature and put a lid on it. So it's almost like you're frying them a little bit, but you want to get them soft too. All right. And I promise you that right there with some rice and beans, or just that right there with a piece of meat, that's a dinner. But again, I'm trying to use stuff that's getting ready to either go bad or just to get it out that refrigerator. Okay, as you can see, the moisture from the potatoes, the carrots, the onion, that's what helps steams that there. So it's starting to get soft. It's been there a while. You can see it's not burning because I got it on real low. And now I'm going to add some I forgot what the hell this is called. I'm not going to add too much. I know I cut too much, but... And that should be good right there, because that should shrink up. There. Then I'm going to mix it up as well. So now I got the cilantro. And you can put as much of cilantro as you want. Just all depends on your type of flavoring. And hopefully that'll stick on to some of the vegetables as I break it apart there. And you can see I did not add salt, adobo, or nothing, because that sazon is going to do all the flavors for me. Everything's starting to get soft. And here we go. I'll put the lid back on and let all them things steam up. Okay, the vegetables are done. We're going to do this Cracker Barrel cheddar Havarti. And then I seasoned the pork chops with the bone overnight with rendezvous seasoning that we got when we were in Memphis. We still got a whole bunch left over. And haven't tried it on pork chops yet. Tried it on the ribs and they were amazing. So letting the water come to a boil and getting the pan warmed up. Alrighty. Again, I used the achote oil that I made because it has that pepper sweetness to it. Get that warmed up. I always like to use this skillet, the iron cast skillet. Water's getting ready to come to a boil. Put this in. And voila. Now some people add salt. You can add salt to that. Some people, when it's done, the macaroni and cheese, they'll add pepper, black pepper on it. So that's up to you. I should have cleaned it. It has a lot of starch on it. And when that pan comes, vegetables are already done with the lid on it. And I just put a little bit of oil, like I said. But we're going to try it, like I said, with the new seasoning on it. And that's getting there. Don't have it on that high. I normally have it on 4 or 5. So, again, this is just something I'm putting together. Trying to use everything we got in the house up. So when we go shopping, we have all fresh products again. Alrighty, the pan is coming to it. This is the first time I'm using this seasoning. So, cook 2 at a time. I have 4 pieces here. Nice and thick from Fancy Fruit. Now just think, I have 3 types of flavors popping in here. I got the Goya popping. If you want to add some sazon to it, the regular one, to the vegetable, that's fine. But I mean, you can, but I didn't. Again, We got country seasoning flavor here. And we just got the, you know, plain old mac and cheese going on. So it's a mixture of it all. 10, 15. Just gotta keep this stirring. But there's a whole bunch of flavor going on here. And again, mac and cheese with that would have been good. The vegetables with that would have been perfect. Just trying to, like I said, mix it up here. Getting what we got in there that's ready to go. And saving it. Saving it from going bad. Especially nowadays with everything so expensive. It's good to cut the cost. A good trick here is to keep that foam from coming over. They say put a wooden spoon over it and that foam won't pass it, but I do have to bring down the temperature. But they say that's a trick. But I do have to bring down. And a lot of that foam was because I didn't clean it. And it had that starch on it. But that's what they say. If you guys tried it, let me know how that works for you. Okay, while the pork chops are cooking, this is done, the macaroni. Whew. Got some that want to stick. Some people put oil in there, just, you know, just all depends. Now, what I normally do is I cool it down with cold water. It's a trick I learned from Hungry Howie's, and this keeps this from swelling up. And hopefully it'll rinse some of that starch off of it. But this keeps the macaronis from swelling up. I put the cheese in the bowl. First, I like that. That's why I like the Velveeta macaroni and cheese. I know sometimes they're expensive. Some people go with the powder. It's all on the way what you buy. But I've heard people just buy the macaroni by itself. And then they use Velveeta block of cheese. Oops. Runaway macaroni. And again, if you want to put pepper, a little bit of pepper, you can. This cheese, I feel like it tastes salty, so it really doesn't need no other additional seasoning. But again, some people like black pepper. And that's pretty good. I like that. All right. As you can see, I put this on there so it can sear, because pork you have to definitely cook. Another reason I like using the iron skillet is because the iron skillet has so much flavoring in it. And you can see how the seasoning is searing on there. But the iron skillet, I feel, holds so much flavoring to it. Especially when you're cooking steaks in it and everything. And then you oil it down when it's done. Alright, get that to cook. I'm going to get the other two to cook. By that time, BB should be walking through the door and her food should be ready. Alright, BB, you made it in time.
I did.
Found some tomatoes too.
Cool. looks good.
Yes, it does look good. Because you want to know why?
Because you did it.
Ah.
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm going to get you set up here. And then you're going to tell me.
That's good.
That's good?
Mm-hmm. You get scared now.
What are you talking about? I'm taking care of you.
I know.
And there you have it. Voila!
That looks really good.
Got potatoes, carrots, onion with cilantro, tomato, pork chop, and macaroni.
Okay. Here's your plate.
Dun. Oop, here, get your knife. For your pork chop. How's the macaroni?
It's good.
Alrighty.
Mmm. That's really good.
And you notice I didn't burn the pork chop, guys.
No, that's just brown.
And it's juicy because I didn't use a lot of oil, just use a little bit. You could do that on the grill.
Oil?
Yeah, you could put that on the grill if you want to. I just chose to fry it up. And this is with the end of his seasoning.
It's really good.
So you got 3 flavors popping. You got the sofrito package. Well, not the sofrito package, but anyway, the sazon package.
Mm-hmm.
You got a little bit of Spanish seasoning. No added salt or anything to it. All that is there. Just put a little bit of salt on the tomato because I found that in the refrigerator that was getting ready to go. That came like that. It's got like a salty, good.
I'm just saying, it's actually, even though it's cold, the cheese didn't get hard.
No. It's perfecto. Alright, so until next cooking video, guys. If you got some stuff in your refrigerator, trying to mix it all together, here's an idea. Simple.
But delicious. So until the next video, everyone take care. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. See ya.
You forgot bon appetit.
Bon appetit.